I will provide a narrative of the joint venture firms. The photos will supplement the narrative by showing principal projects each of the joint venture firms has executed. As indicated in the technical proposal of the joint venture firms are Giustino Costruzioni, Rami Imprese Edili, Politermica Industriali and Larifin. Each is specialized in its particular field. None of these firms has constructed major buildings projects for the USA government. However, one of the firms, Politermica Industriali, is presently under contract at Capodichino on a minor project involving mechanical installations. In addition, the responsible mechanical engineer is a former employee of the Public Works Department of NSA Naples. In order to ensure the USA government, the joint venture will engage the services of a US engineer with a bilingual background and over 30 years of service at Nova Air Station Sigonella to manage the quality assurance program. The Giustino Construction Corporation was established in 1974. The founding company was established in 1967. There are over 33 years of experience in many different construction fields that have allowed the firm to grow and grow. Photo number 1 shows Giustino's main conference room in their headquarters on Via Domenico Giustino 3A. The conference room is domed and glazed on all sides to provide light and a feeling of tallness commensurate with the objectives and philosophy of the firm. Symbolically for its architectural aesthetics and its engineering technology, a special transportation project involving a bridge construction was selected to represent Giustino Costruzioni knowledge and experience in this field. The bridge spans the Garigliano River. The structure is unique. A single central pylon tower rises 30 meters above the roadway pavement and supports in cantilever 19 meters of roadway on either side for a total length of 180 meters. The base of the pylon tower is reinforced concrete for a height of 5 meters. The remaining 2.5 meters is structural steel. The steel is coated steel for preservation and its high resistance to rusting and alteration due to its constant exposure to weather. Photos 2 through 5 show different perspectives of the bridge at its completion and during its construction. Photo number 3 shows construction of the bridge's roadway occurring simultaneously with the pylon tower structure erection. Other unique engineer features are the design, fabrication and erection of the lifting structure, which enable erection and placing of the 2.5 meters deep bridge broad roadway box structures, prefabricated in pre-stressed concrete, transported to the site, then lifted into place to continue the bridge construction. Photos numbers 6, 7 and 8 show various tall and lower buildings being constructed at the new city center in Naples. The two multi-story tall tower buildings were constructed to accommodate hotel facilities operated by the Holiday Inn hotel chain, and the other to provide office spaces. The photos were taken at different construction phases. Very significantly, the photos show the several tower cranes that were simultaneously used during the construction. Without the use of the several cranes construction, traffic flow within the tight building site would have been seriously hampered and would have adversely reflected construction progress and completion. Significantly, the entire city center development involved and still involves a large number of prime contractors and numerous subcontractors and jobbers all operating their piece of construction at the same time. In this construction, Giustino was a joint venture partner with an approximate quota of 11% of the total development cost. Giustino Construction Corporation also operates and constructs in Germany under a 100% owned subsidiary. Photos 9 through 14 were taken at the construction site in Munich. The construction project consists of 9 four-story apartment buildings with basements. The project will provide 226 apartment units in a total building floor area of 22,500 square meters. German building and zoning laws prohibited garages to be constructed within dwelling units. Accordingly, 2 separate above-ground garages are also under construction on an adjacent land site. The floor area of these garages is 6,500 square meters, providing parking for 239 vehicles. Construction completion percentage is 62%. Construction is on schedule. Some unique construction features are reinforced concrete structures, roof and floor slabs, prefabricated panels. 2 different roof structures are being used. In one case, roof tiles are set and placed on wood joists and purlins when the roof pitch is small. In the other case, with rigid roof pitches, a reinforced concrete slab is first placed, over which roof tiles are then placed. Some of the real problems encountered and resolved were the language barrier, German building and zoning laws, which are considerably more restrictive than Italian laws and probably the most restrictive in Europe. The location of the water table, which was much higher than indicated on the German executed design drawings. Giustino adapted itself to German building and zoning laws and learned to construct within their requirements. Provided a bilingual field management staff from Naples and the local market resolved the language barrier, and awaited the foundation excavation to allow construction of building foundations and foundation walls to isolate the water table from entering the sump structures after these were completed. Building construction is on schedule in spite of these difficulties. The merit goes to the many Giustino mobile construction workers, having been transferred to Germany, have displayed courage and a fantastic spirit of adaptability to the German construction environment and with the local community. Merit goes also to the Giustino organization and its management. The construction site is well organized. Daily, 50 construction workers are supervised efficiently to produce subcontractors. Several local German firms are also managed effectively to produce. There is little lost time. All these factors will contribute their share in meeting this 27 million US dollar plus undertaking successful. The Giustino corporate management feels certain on this account. Photos 15 through 20. The Giustino corporate management has also undertaken to construct apartment dwellings in Berlin, Germany. These photos were taken at this construction site at various intervals. These photos immediately reveal the design difference with the units being constructed in Munich. These buildings all have flat roofs. Horizontal slabs and structures are all in reinforced concrete. They are supported each floor on load-bearing masonry walls from roof to foundation level. At this lower level, the foundations are in reinforced concrete. The first building phase consists of 25 five-story apartment buildings with basements. The total floor area of these buildings is 31,500 square meters and will provide 311 apartment dwellings. Also under construction are 4 separate garages with a floor area of 6,200 square meters. When completed, the garages will provide parking for 275 vehicles. Construction percent completion of this construction phase is 52%. The German project developers are satisfied with construction progress. The contract with the Giustino German subsidiary was amended to conclude the construction of a Phase 2. Construction is in progress. Completion to date is 5%. Phase 2 constructs 10 additional apartment buildings of the same type as Phase 1. These buildings will provide 126 additional apartment dwellings. The buildings all cover a floor area of 10,200 square meters. A fifth average building is also under construction with a significantly large floor area of 3,000 square meters. The garage will provide parking for 126 vehicles. The total construction effort in Berlin is evaluated to cost $42,600,000 US. Phase 1 completion date is September 1996. Phase 2 completion date is December 1996. The several logistics and management problems encountered so far: A. The job sites are at a long distance from the city, making acquisition time excessive and personal management more difficult. B. The allowable soil-bearing capacities are extremely minimal, causing real problems in earth-moving operation. To resolve the problems, Giustino has A. constructed a composite for storing materials and for setting up living and feeding facilities for its personnel. B. Acquired tracked construction equipment to enhance earth movement operations. Obviously, problems awareness at early stages, management effectiveness, experience and the necessary availability of financial resources allow an efficient construction form such as Giustino to limit its lost time and resolve its field problems expeditiously. The Giustino corporate management is confident that this construction venture will also be successful, as so many have been in its past. I will now narrate on Rami Presedili firm. The Rami Construction Company was founded in 1981 by its two principal owners, Pasquale Romano and Giovanni Milo. The company performs construction within the entire national territory of Italy. Construction experience and specialities include the fields of earth movements, publicly funded administration buildings, privately funded office structures and industrial plants, roads and highway construction, surveys, and water and sewer systems. Rami will provide in the joint venture undertaken major assistance in all the civil works associated with the proposed projects for the USA government. Symbolically, Rami has chosen an industrial construction project as it started because of the complexities that were involved in the project execution. Rami was a joint venture firm, being responsible for all civil works aspects and constructions. Rami considers this construction effort presently as the epitome of the work they performed to date. The Enel company, the owner-developer, also consider this photovoltaic plant to be significant energy production achievement. Excerpts from a publication released by Enel on the project is provided. This narration is also supported and supplemented by photos. The main characteristic of the plant's architecture is its division into 10 sub-arrays of 330 kW each, for a total of 3.3 MW connected to a medium voltage ring. Each sub-array is outfitted with a DC-AC converter and a setup transformer from low to medium voltage. A central building houses the control panels, the plant's control and data acquisition system, and the auxiliary service used. The plant is completely automatic and operated by remote control through microwave links by Enel's standardized telecontrol system of the district of Campania. The plant has a total of 45,000 modules, or over 2,006,000 cells. The PV modules used have 36 or 72 crystalline silicon modules each. 9 sub-arrays were built using polycrystalline silicon modules and one was built using monocrystalline silicon modules. The conversion yield of the various types of modules ranges from 10 to 12%. Preparation of the site required a restricted amount of movement of earth in order to create 3 planes with a total surface area of 70,000 square meters. Around 45% of the land on a photovoltaic site is covered by construction. The buildings include a prefabricated structure for each sub-array and a principal building. Enel decided to realize the 3.3 megawatt photovoltaic plant in Serra in 1990 in order to verify the economic and technical feasibility of large plants to be connected with electrical networks of medium voltage. For already a decade, Enel has had at its disposal considerable experience in constructing and operating small PV plants of up to 80 kilowatt. But the knowledge acquired does not allow for an extrapolation, especially with respect to costs for plants the size of the one in Serra. Furthermore, until today, no plant of the above-mentioned size has been constructed in Europe. Rami chose to illustrate a second project for which they were one of the more involved firms in a joint venture construction consortium. The construction of a 13-story office building with 2 underground levels for various building equipment, systems, networks, and distributions. The construction undertakings, various architectural facades, some of the more intricate construction details are shown in photos. Rami was directly responsible for reinforced concrete structural works and for building interior finishes such as plastering, pavements, wainscots, filing and other similar items. Building specialties furnished and installed by Rami were movable partitions, raised flooring to allow for electrical installations, and the suspending acoustic ceilings. The building is air-conditioned year-round, equipped with smoke detectors and a fire sprinkler system. Upon completion, the office building was bought by the City of Naples to provide office facilities for the Districtory Naples Judiciary. The exterior site was landscaped and paved to provide automobile parking. Some special construction features were building foundation is on piles, and abilities were installed in cavity walls. Rami photographs will highlight 2 other projects constructed by them, a 54-classroom 3-story school, and a combined 1- and 2-story data processing center for Telecom, the telephone communication company. Politermica Industriale S.p.A. was founded in 1982. In 1987, Politermica Industriale S.p.A. incorporated the firm Politermica Industriale, founded in 1955. Politermica Industriale S.p.A. works in the field of technological, industrial and civil systems, projects, design, construction, installation of civil and industrial heating and air conditioning systems, thermal central plants, refrigerating central plants, cogeneration central plants, mechanical ventilation systems, water systems and sanitary fittings, steam systems, water treatment systems, fire protection systems, large kitchen and laundries, special system for prison buildings, special system for industries, compressed air systems, special system for hospital buildings. Politermica Industriale S.p.A. works all over national territory, addressing industries, public and private buildings, shopping centers, schools, banks, hotels. In the past, the company has also worked overseas and is presently obtaining work all over European territory. Since 1993, Politermica Industriale S.p.A. has decided to introduce in its company a quality system to put in evidence to their customers measures taken to guarantee the required level of quality of completed works. In particular, the company intends to secure the satisfaction of the requirements expressed by the customers and the accordance with the standards and with specifications and laws and current regulations for the realizations of the work. Moreover, the company wanted a quality system structuralized in accordance with the prescribed rule ISO 9001 that defines the standards to ensure quality in planning, development, manufacture, installation and assistance. Politecnica Industriale S.p.A. will provide a joint venture undertaking all the mechanical works. Here follow some of the most important works executed up to date. The first one is concerned with heating, ventilation and air conditioning system for new facility Marcianise Goldsmith Center. The total project will provide one of the largest gold working centers in Europe. Il Tari is a joint venture holding company. The size of the Goldsmith Center will cover 50,000 square meters of building construction. The Politecnica Industriale Group provided a turnkey design and installation package for the entire mechanical engineering features of the project. It provides central plant year-round air conditioning and distribution to the numerous individual shop facilities. The work scope includes plumbing and fire protection besides the year-round air conditioning, gas lines, central computerized system to monitor, operate and control all mechanical systems, central plant cold water service, and electrical distribution panels. The mechanical equipment has a total capacity of 5 million kilocalories per hour. The following photo shows mechanical engineering installations for medical faculty at Naples. The project for the medical facility consisted of the construction of a central building core and 4-story attached wings. The building ground floor comprises a total floor area of 5,500 square meters. The total building volume is 140,000 cubic meters. The mechanical engineer for this construction consisted of year-round air conditioning for all offices and partial air conditioning on the other areas such as laboratories, classrooms and library. The mechanical equipment consists of 2 heat exchangers, each 880 kilowatts in capacity for air conditioning, and 2 heat boilers, each 350 kilowatts in size, hot water generators, piping and controls. The work scope also installed fire protection and a central computerized system to monitor, operate and control all mechanical engineer equipment. The following drawings show a heating, ventilation and air conditioning system for a thermoelectrical generating plant owned and operated by Enel in Trino Vercellese, Vercelli. The scope of work consists of furnishing and installation of 2 340 MW units comprising 2 turbo gas units, 2 steam recovery generators and a single steam turbine. Each of 340 MW units will be closed-cycle cooled. The scope of work for the mechanical engineer portion included year-round air conditioning on various buildings housing, control operations, electricity production, industrial equipment and machines, and hot water generators. The mechanical equipment consisted of 3 chillers, each 800 kilowatts in size, and 2 heat exchangers, each 3 million kilocalories per hour in size. The entire installation is carried out in accordance with ISO 9001 quality assurance norms. Larefin is the smallest number firm of the joint venture. Their specialization is general painting, sandblasting, fireproofing, decorative paintings, weatherproofing structures and similar finish work on major construction projects. In the joint venture, they will be responsible in their share for finish work specifying the proposed project construction for the USA government solicitation. The firm started out strictly as a family-run and operated small company in 1929. The company has gone through several significant changes in their 66 years of operation. The company's structure and transformations have significantly altered former company policies and philosophy. Larefin today plays an important role in their specialty work. Larefin is accredited by Enel, by the Government of Italy Agency for Tobacco, by Italian Railways and by the privately owned petrol distributor Q8. Their photographs will demonstrate views of the St. Paul's Athletic Stadium. Larefin was a member of a group of firms who constructed the stadium. Larefin was responsible for general painting, fireproofing structural steel, and for the finish work in the newsroom of the stadium. While work was in progress for the stadium, Larafin was awarded finished work on a very large shopping center. The total covered building area in the center is 200,000 square meters. Photos illustrate the extensions of the buildings and how significant the finished work which was completing on time. Because Larafin did so well, the developers awarded Larafin a full-on contract to do finished work on an additional covered building area of 126,500 square meters. Similarly, in 1993, Larafin was again rewarded with an additional contract for finished work in 46,000 additional square meters. A current project which is in progress with Larafin is the finished work on the European Union-sponsored Goldsmith Center, Il Tari, in the township of Marcianise in the province of Caserta. The photos show how extremely extensive is the entire project. Evidently, Larafin has earned its meritorious recognition. Worksite layout. 3 tower cranes at different heights will be provided for the construction of the gymnasium, Quality 3 and administration buildings. Another crane will be provided for the realization of the bachelor enlisted quarter. To carry out the buildings number 4 and number 5, it will be necessary the installation of 2 relevant site offices, whereas another site office will be useful to buildings number 6 and number 2. Detail A shows the worksite layout with the facilities legend, indicating offices, a warehouse stock area, a dressing, a parking area, and so on. Further plans are not necessary because concrete will be furnished by others, still we can work made in the art. Works program. The first diagram shows the works program prepared according to Amendment 0001. Over 300 activities have been examined, but it was difficult to reduce the scheduled time indicated in the 01011 section. The utilization of the civil, mechanical and electrical workers from the beginning to the end is shown in the second diagram. Giustino Costruzioni S.p.A., Roma Imprese Edili S.p.A., Politermica Industriale S.p.A., Larafin S.r.l. Thank you for your pleasant attention.